Hey guys, welcome to Baldwin House Hobbies. Thanks for watching this video.
Hey guys, welcome back to Baldwin House Hobbies. We're down here in the hangar today. It's been a little rainy outside and the fields are soaking wet, so we haven't been able to fly as much as I want to. So we're doing some little housework here, trying to get all these planes set up ready for you guys. Today we've got the B-2 Spirit from Freewing. I remember when I was younger, my parents took me to an air show, and I got to see one of these, not close, because the guards were all around it, but I did get to see one, but now I get to touch it. So thank you, Freewing, for putting this plane out. It looks really awesome. Some cool, interesting facts. The first flight of this plane was July 17th, 1989. It's about 33 years ago. A couple other things. The full-scale plane is 172-foot wingspan, and so that's about the half a length of a football field. But with the stealth technology, the cross-section on this on radar is about the size of a bumblebee. It's about the size of your thumb, you know what I mean? So really, really cool. So why don't we go ahead and get into the plane itself here. So what I've done, I went ahead and put in an AR-8020 here. This does have safe on it, safe technology on the receiver. However, you don't need it. This nice little box right here is a gyro, and it handles anywhere from altitude stabilization to whatever you're going to need on this. The reason why they put that in here, this plane does not have a vertical stab. They do have one in the kit that you can put here. There, you cut a little hole here and you stick a clear vertical stab in there, which does help with flight, making it a little more stable. I'm not going to use it. The reason I'm not going to use it is because we have the drag rudders on the side of the wings. If you guys watch, if I go left, this one opens up, slowing this wing down, and this one closes, letting this wing go a little bit, this side of the wing go faster. So it's great technology. This is how the original was flying. So this is how they actually fly them. Another note is you did see that I'm running a 4S or a 6S 4000 in there right now. I won't be using that battery. This plane does call for a 5000. I'm going to be running a 5200 50C in it. I suggest running something that's got a little bit of oomph because you're going to take that one battery is controlling both of your motors. So it's supplying both of the motors. Your twin 70s on either side. So I would suggest getting something a little bit stronger to make sure you have that oomph if you need to get out of a bind. I'm going to go ahead and put this top back on there and let you guys see the plane nice and tidied up. So as you guys can see, they did a real good job with the molds. There are some plastic pieces on here. The front intake is plastic. The leading edge is plastic all the way down. This is still foam, but the outside edge here is plastic, and as well as this trailing edge is plastic, and the rudders, the drag rudders are plastic. So they did a really good job putting plastic where it needs to go and making the plane look really, really good. So the way this plane flies is the entire trailing edge moves. So you have elevons. So you're going to control your up and down as well as your roll with this. So if we go up, we've got, if you notice all of this, all of your control surfaces will go up. Same thing if you go down. Now if I roll it, you're going to have one it's going to go down a little bit, and this one's going to go up. And if you're trying to go up and bank roll, one side will stay flat while this side is rolling the plane. It's great technology. They did a really good job with it. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and show you guys the bottom of the plane. I'm going to set this to the side for a second. They did a really good job with the landing gear on this. I'm actually really, really impressed with it. So let's see here. I fly mainly at a grass field. I will say that this gear should be, as long as you have it manicured, it will be good for flying off of grass. You can also take it to a paved field. So what we'll talk about first here is the 60 amp ESCs. They've got extremely good ventilation here. You can see that everything's pretty well wide open. They have gone ahead and marked your CG point, which is great for this airplane. Always check your CG. We've had some issues in the past where we didn't check it properly, or we put a battery too far forward or too far backward in it. So always check your CG. Another thing about the motors, the EDFs, we have cheater holes in the front here. That's so that you can get enough airflow into your EDFs to produce enough power. Obviously, this isn't in the full-scale airplane. They don't need that. But here we do, and you've got nice compartments here for your EDFs that you can see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys, there is a sequencer for the landing gear. What you'll see is these doors will pop open, and then all the gear will pop out. This particular door is spring-loaded. When we get there, I'll show you guys that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that gear down real quick. Now it is a 2 to 3 second delay on your gear. This is very quick for this particular airplane. Just know that if you're in a bind and you need to put your gear up at the belly land it, you got about 3 seconds for those doors to open up and put that gear back in there. As I said, this door here is spring loaded, so you see it's free moving. There's no servo in that. Every now and then, as a maintenance for your airplane, I would highly suggest checking that spring. You don't want that. You don't want that spring getting loose and letting that door open up whenever it wants to. Another cool feature about the airplane and the landing gear, the 4 wheels on the back, if you notice, they're all sloped down. This is because they are spring loaded. So I'm going to pull it back. You can see that spring load there. This is so that when the plane is landing in a rough surface, it's going to hit this back tire and not grip on the front first and rip your landing gear off, which I think is a great addition. Another thing, when these fold up, these are going to fold up, and this is going to get pushed down, so it'll be pretty much like this, but in the airplane. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and close those landing gear again. You guys can see that action. So there you go. That was about 4 or 5 seconds on the close for this one. You may want to time yours just so you guys know if you ever do have to make an emergency landing, how long it's going to take for these doors to close. What I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn the plane back over. I'm going to go show you guys a little bit of the gyro system that's in it. Let me go ahead and set this aside for a second, and I'll get that plane turned back over. You can actually hear it working as I'm moving this. So what we'll do, so if you guys look, the way the gyro's set up, if I pitch the front of the plane down, the elevators here should go up. Oh, there. Actually, it's going to do it on the roll right now. All right. So if you watch this one, if I bank, I don't know if you can come get a better, closer look at that. So you'll watch this elevator move. You can see it move as I move the airplane. That's that stabilization in the air. They do have an altitude hold in the gyro, which will only allow your elevator to go up and down slightly. That is set up. You'll have to set a switch for that. The other thing that we have here is also the yawing motion. So if you watch on the edge here, I'm gonna turn it, and you can see it moving as I yaw the plane. And so that's to keep it stabilized going straight. Because there's no rudder, no vertical stabilizer and rudder back here, you have to have the ability to be able to keep that plane in a straight motion. Otherwise, the plane does this. So, it'll be interesting to get this thing up in the air and fly it. I can't wait to get it flying. As soon as we get some dry weather and it's a little bit not soggy out there, I'll go ahead and get that done for you guys. Thanks for coming and watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.